Okay, well, this is something that has been, I guess, around for about a year and a half. It's something that we've had a lot of people involved in, and I guess it's perhaps the most exciting new beginning for the shopping centre business, but also the retail business, the online business, and the event business, because it brings all of them together. What we want to do constantly is support our company, Multi-Mal Management, who are the award-winning leaders in managing shopping centres, particularly in those markets where the shopping centres are very large and they're destinations in their own right. And here we are creating what we call MyForum lounges, and in those lounges is an integration of both a physical experience of shopping, so we have coolest, latest new gadgets and products that have been sourced from around the world, brought there for the first time. And at the same time, we have all of the events that are going on in these large shopping centres. There's always an event going on at any time in these large centres in, for instance, Turkey, Spain, Portugal, Italy, and so on. And what we do is we connect that to the online world. What that means is that the way people live their lives today, in Turkey, for instance, the average person spends 1 hour a day on Facebook, and they're one of the highest penetration of internet and smartphone usages in the world. What we do is we connect with Facebook and their other social media, and we create an online experience which is similar to the one that they're used to, but segues into the shopping experience. So, for instance, when they come in, or maybe you want to talk about the check-in process and the beginning of the experience, Rick.
Yeah, well, members can come into MyForum, the shopping centre, and inside the shopping centre, close to the entrances, are several check-in spots in which members can earn loyalty points by showing us and telling their friends that they've checked into MyForum. So what they do is they use their smartphone, whether it's an iPhone or a BlackBerry, doesn't matter. And they can check in using their own data. The check-in kiosk will recognize them as a member and give them extra points on their MyForum account, which they can use inside MyForum, both offline or online, in the shop, in the studio, or with an event, to redeem for an exciting benefit, which can be an extra discount, or a meet and greet with a celebrity, or, well, basically, the only limit is our creativity.
Yeah. The MyForum lounge there is in total 300 square meters, of which about 100 of that, excuse me, is what we call a green screen filming room. A very important component in MyForum is the My Studio. And the studio is something which was set up for us and is managed by David Lipschitz, famous director, television director, who actually just recently won a Golden Rose in Montreux for comedy, and his partner Andre Feiner. And they run a team of people who are creating content inside the studio with cameras, with mobile editing, and also in this green room. It means that we can literally have someone perform in front of a green wall, and with a flick of our fingers can change the background. So, for instance, we have situations where people propose to their girlfriends in front of the Eiffel Tower. A click of the fingers takes us to Venice. Another flick of the fingers takes us to a fashion show, for instance. A walk on the moon. And that's the beauty of this thing. We can create an environment to create these films and great video content. And the idea of this is that we can have people in, we can film them, they can take a souvenir away, but also we can post it on the various social networks, on YouTube and the 2 Turkish equivalents. We can also run talent shows, so people have the chance of being discovered, and they can be a star. So the studio thing is an important component. The other 200 square meters is a lounge area where people can experience these new products, have a cup of coffee, meet their friends, and genuinely feel at home in somewhere which is constantly stimulating with new ideas, new concepts, new experiences, while they're connected to their friends.
Well, MyForum is a concept that creates the integration between the offline and the online world. So what we did is we've been looking to everything that's happening online in social networks, social communities, location-based services. And we try to not see that as a threat, but we try to take that in our advantage and provide all of these online concepts with a physical meeting point and inside the shopping center. Now, in MyForum actually consists of 5 sub-concepts. The first one is called My Studio. It's a big green box, a fully equipped TV studio in which our members can come in and create their own personal video. In front of the MyForum concept is the My Shop. My Shop is a continuously changing concept store that offers every week offers a new brand and provides this brand with a platform to showcase itself. Eventually, we also want to go out, talk to our tenants, and provide them with the My Shop platform to showcase their new products and their brands. In addition to that, there's My Events. My Events organizes events for members, so MyForum members can come in, participate in the My Events that we create through MyForum. And in addition to that, we create tie-in programs with multi-mall management events. So an example for this is multi-mall management contracted the band, the Turkish contestant of the Eurovision Song Festival.
Go on, say it.
And it's called Yüksek Sadakat. And what we did is actually create or provide our members with added value. So we organized a special meet and greet for MyForum members inside the MyForum lounge with this band, who are quite famous in Turkey and are and who signed CDs and were able to take a picture with our members.
Yeah, that's great.
Next one is called My Kids. My Kids actually speaks for itself. It focuses on our youngest customers, and in cooperation with our partners in Turkey, Marvel and Disney, we create a loyalty program in which kids get to know and often visit the Forum shopping center at a young age, which we hope will come back to us when they grow older.
Yeah.
The final sub-concept of MyForum is called My Points. And My Points is actually the loyalty concept, which rewards our members. So people can come in and use their smartphone to check in at any of the entrance or the welcome kiosks. They're close to the entrances of Marmara Forum, the shopping center itself. And by checking in, they tell their friends and their social network that they are at Marmara Forum, thus they're spreading the good word about the shopping center for us. And we reward them with loyalty points, which they can redeem inside MyForum, whether it's online, in the shop, or in the studio, with benefits.
And this, of course, is a very, very valuable part of the future, because as this develops, we can tailor what our offerings for them and for different profiles. We can ask them for what they want and their advice, and enroll them in terms of research and improvements. So we can be sure, as we evolve, that we're always giving them what they're looking for in the way they're looking for it. The whole idea of this is to continue to keep a dialogue with them, so we're more interactive, and they feel a closer relationship to the centre. They come and visit us more often, and they come when they're there, and they're more interactive in the shopping centre when they're with us. No, the thing about this, Evan, is it's the first time it's ever been done in the world. If you look at Japan, if you look at America, where you would expect this kind of thing to be done, the Japanese are way ahead of most of the world in terms of the use of technology, but they haven't got to this. The Americans have big plans, big events, big malls, but maybe they have an app, a shopping app or a location app. No one anywhere in the world has something as fully integrated as this, or as coherent. And we think we have a very robust infrastructure, which was also built in open source, which is very important. So it means that it can grow, is modular, you can add bits onto it rather than being in a closed system. And it uses many of the social media systems that already exist.
Yeah, it's fully integrated with websites such as Facebook and YouTube. So we're not reinventing the wheel. We're just using trends or websites or different concepts that are already existing in the online world.
Yeah.
And we make the translation and the integration between the online world as it is and our shopping center, and really provide all that's happening, all the meeting and greeting and talking about products and brands inside the online world, to provide them with a place to meet inside the shopping center.
Start a new shopping center marketing era?
Yes.
Well,
it is the start of a new. Yes, it is the start of a new marketing era in the shopping centre. And I think what's interesting is we've talked to all of our tenants about their expectation and their experience with the internet. And some have said, don't worry, look at it as being an extra experience. In the perfume business, they say to us, no one's ever going to be able to smell perfume online. Others, who are more, say, in some of the technical areas, which is more commodity-based, say their stores are becoming more experience places, and still there are many good reasons why people will still want to go into a store than to purchase just online. So what we're doing is at least learning our way through bringing these together. We're taking a step closer to the retailer with our tenants. We hope that the experience is also going to be valuable to them. Because in the end, it's about finding your way somewhere between the two, between the online and the offline. And that's something that we're doing with this, which is a very interesting experience. And it's probably the best, most interesting topic of the moment for our tenants.